business. So before we split a penny, we need to find him and be sure he'll never testify. So we strolled in to Seymour and shot poor Mr. Kenny. And though he fell on his knees and pleaded for his life. Goodbye, brothers, and all the Reno gang. Me and Frank and William, together we will hang. And goodbye, sister, Laura, true loving. Tell everyone that we swung for the first train robbery. We lived on steak and brandy till the Pinkerton agents threw us in this jail. Now I hear the voices of the vigilantes say, let's put the Reno boys on the train to hell. Goodbye, brothers, and all the Reno gang. Me, Frank, and William, together we will hang. And goodbye, sister, Laura, true lovely. Tell everyone that we swung for the first train robbery.
All right, now you've you've heard the song about the first train robbery, which actually took place here in Jackson County many years ago. So, what I've been doing here, the cuts and jumpers and things like that. Now, I'm working on the backside right now. I have the cut number 1. If you look, I'll show it up on the I'll flash up a picture. Cut number 1 is the right here, and it goes to pin 6 of the 12BE6, and that would be here. And we want to cut that right there, and that's what we did. And second cut is over here. Look down this way. If I can get it in position. Right there is the cut. And that's over at the between T2 and T3. It's actually on T3, but basically cut these two apart. And then there's a jumper, the jumper number 2. It goes between here and here, and that's been installed. So that's about all I can do on the underneath side. So what I'm going to do next is switch it over to the other side, and we're going to put in the other jumper, which I'll show you here in a bit. Hang in there. Alright, back here once again. I changed my mind. I decided to go with the lower jumper instead. And you can see this is pin 6 of the 12BE6, and there's a wire, nice black shiny wire going along here. Goes around here, ends up at pin 7 of the 50C5, and that's exactly where it's supposed to go. I was going to do it on top, but I got to playing around with it. It's going to be really difficult to solder, so I just figured it was easy enough to do it underneath, so I just went ahead and did it underneath. So that has been put in, so that would be jumper number 1, and it is in place. So, really the only other thing I've got to do is, let me see here, I think got to do the work on the volume control and install the little transformer there for the impedance matching. And I don't even know where that's at. I'm going to have to find that. But I think that's everything except for the I've got to do this. Hang on a sec. Let me turn this over. Yeah, here we go. These two points here have to be jumped, or you can jump these two. It doesn't matter which. I'll probably jump these. They're easy to get to. And I got to remove that wire there. I'm going to leave it soldered at the other end because, like I said, I want to use that again. So we will unsolder that, solder in a what do you call it there, wire, and then off of this side the capacitor will come, and then past the capacitor will be the wires for the antenna. And I still haven't really got a antenna wire, but I'll figure out one here shortly, I'm sure, and we'll get one going. So bring you back for that. Alright, what we got here is a jumper from this side of the this gang of the tuning cap to this, excuse me, gang of the tuning cap, and in the middle I put the soldered the 150 picofarad capacitor in there, and this end will go to the antenna, and that's gonna do that. Now the only other thing I got to do is the volume control and like I said, the low Z audio input on the schematic there. That's got to be put in, and so I got to find that. Once I find that, then we'll put that in across the volume control. And what I'm going to do here, let's see. This is there's a cut there. Now I'm not really going to make it. Can you see that? I guess you're not seeing it. There's a cut there on that end of the high side of the volume control. I'm not going to really make a cut there because these wires come in right here from the volume control, and I'm just going to take the high side loose, and that basically will cut it. And then the other ends I'll put in like they're supposed to be. So that's the way I'm going to do that. Let me find that and I'll get back with you. Hang in there. Alright, back with you once more. I have the rest of this wired up now. This is the low Z input. This is the transformer with the high ohm side on the radio, and the low ohm side will go to our input, which is the phone. And I need to do some jumper wires for that. And I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and put the tubes back in and get ready to try out. I'm going to use, throughout this experiment, or these experiments I should say, this Tivdio radio, and I'm basically going to have it on the bench just for now, and we'll try maybe later on getting more range out of it. But that's what we're gonna do. So stay tuned. I think we'll get this done, hopefully. Alright, I'm here with you on the AM transmitter, whatever we're referring it to it. I have the radio on 1000 kilohertz, which is 1 megahertz, and I'm going to, now for anybody that doesn't know, the pointer is going to be over here because this radio sits in a cockeyed manner. So the pointer is basically where that arrow is at, and I'm going to run over to around 1000. So, well, 100, that's pretty close, right in there, somewhere around. We should be able to pick it up there. Everything is hooked up, and I don't have the phone on playing music yet, but I will. It is hooked into the, I'm going to go ahead and play some, what am I trying to say? Some YouTube. Let's go ahead and play whatever I've got on there. And it is playing right now. So, like I said, we're going to turn on the, I got it through the Variac because I want the isolation. And I'm going to, let me put you up a little higher here. Get our voltage going. About 115. there's a chance that I have forgotten some. You know how that works. Alright, there's 115. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, it is on. Okay. I don't know if we're getting anything out of the speaker or not. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know anything really. I just want to... it is drawing 180 milliamps, so I'm pretty sure it's working. Let's try tuning around a little bit. Not hearing anything from anything. Yeah, basically went around the whole spectrum. Turn this up a little bit. Double check the phone, make sure it's still playing. Apparently it is. Go ahead and switch songs. Another thing I don't understand. I mean, I'm understanding how come I'm not getting any audio out from the radio, because the IF stage is out of the loop, but not really sure what else I'm missing here. Make sure this is heating up. It is very nice and warm. Let's go ahead and turn the volume up maybe a little bit. That's full. I don't think I need quite that much. Alright, we'll go a higher frequency. Let's go up to, let's go 1600. Just in case I'm reading things wrong. Okay, good. There's a good chance I've got something wrong. I'm not getting any carrier or anything I can detect anyway. Keep thinking I'm hearing something, but alright, I think we're going to call it on this one, and back to the drawing board. I don't think it's working. If it is, I'm missing something. I've got everything I thought accounted for. Unless there's just something I'm missing somewhere. I have to check all my connections and things like that, and if I come up with something, I'll bring you back.
That's all, folks.